Welcome to another edition of GSC's Digital Network Update Show presented by Florida's Space Coast. Remember, you can head to visitspacecoast.com to learn more about a vacation to remember. Welcome to this GSC Digital Network Update Show. I'm Jim Cavall, and as we start to wrap things up here in the 2014-15 campaign for the Gulf South Conference, we still have 6 titles, count them 6, to crown amongst GSC sports. We have GSC men's and women's tennis, which will crown after the tennis tournament comes to a close on April 19th. We have GSC men's and women's golf. And then we have GSC softball. We'll wrap things up 2014-15 campaign with GSC baseball. So much still to decide in the Gulf South Conference. Let's look at tennis and golf as they're the ones that are right in front of us. The GSC men's and women's tennis tournaments return to Montgomery, Alabama for the 8th year in a row, as Lagoon Park and the O'Connor Tennis Center will host both 8-team events from April 17th to April 19th. The men's tournament field is set, while one spot still remains up for grabs for the women. West Florida has already secured the top seed on the men's and women's sides. UWF is the defending NCAA Division II men's champion, and the national number 2 ranked Argos seek their 4th consecutive GSC title in the upcoming tennis championships. West Florida's women's squad, meanwhile, seeks to win its 5th consecutive league title for the 2nd time in school history, after the Argos claimed 5 in a row from 1998 to 2002. Men's and women's tennis and men's and women's golf are just some of the reason that West Florida has dominated when it comes to the GSC All Sports Trophy, as they've been great in men's and women's golf as well. And the Tunica National Golf Club hosts the GSC men's and women's golf tournaments for the 3rd year in a row, as West Florida enjoyed Tunica, Mississippi, taking back-to-back titles. But this year's field includes some of the top teams in all of Division II. West Georgia is ranked 5th in the South region and tied for 8th in the GCAA Top 25. Delta State, North Alabama, and Valdosta State are also top challengers. DSU and UNA each collected invitational titles last week, while Valdosta State held the number 10 spot in Friday's regional rankings. The women's tournament will have a slight change in format, moving to a 54-hole event for the first time in league history. 3-time defending champ West Florida enters as the favorite. The Argos are the GSC's top-ranked team in the golf stat rankings, placing 10th in Division II, followed by Shorter at number 25. It's surely going to be exciting to see which teams are crowned as the men's and women's tennis and golf champions. We'll be covering that on the next GSC Digital Network update in the middle of this month. We'll also be setting the stage for GSC softball and GSC baseball championships, which will end out the GSC 2014-15 athletic campaign. And then we'll crown the GSC All Sports Trophy winners, the GSC Commissioner's Trophy winners, and any new GSC Hall of Fame inductees as we lead into the GSC Summer Meetings Edition in June. So much more still left to do here on GSC Digital Network's update shows. Hope you've enjoyed this one. Stay tuned, as we have a lot still left to do as we end what has been an amazing 2014-15 athletic campaign, the first under new Commissioner Matt Wilson. We'll see you soon. A reminder that this week's edition of GSC's Digital Network Update Show is provided by Florida's Space Coast. You can find them on the web at visitspacecoast.com to learn more about a vacation to remember. We'd like to thank our friends at Florida's Space Coast for presenting each week's update on the GSC Digital Network. And until next time, I'm Jim Cavall, and this has been your GSC Digital Network Update.